Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Tarot CelebriTEA in 2023. Yo, that just rhymed, and I just came up with that. Who's proud of me? Anyone proud of me? Oh, no, just me? Okay. So, today we are going to be starting 2023 with Jungkook's solo album. So, this is the first video of the day. If you are new here, welcome. We do tarot card readings here, and remember to keep in mind that these videos are for entertainment purposes. And why is that? That is because we do not have Jungkook here to confirm nor deny that what I'm seeing in the cards and how I'm interpreting the cards is resonating with him or is not resonating with him. So just remember to take these videos with a grain of salt, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 87. And without further ado, let's get started on Jungkook's solo album reading. That's exciting. Ooh. All right. So let's start with just the theme of it. Let's see what would Jungkook's solo album theme be. There was a card that wanted to pop out, but I wasn't feeling it. I didn't feel it in my intuition to pick it, so we're just gonna keep going. We got the Knight of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing a little bit slow, some slow jams. We'll keep going. Four of Wands in reverse. Oh. And the 10 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of like slower jams. Very heartfelt. Let's get an oracle card. Let's get a Crystal Angels oracle card before I dive into this. Amber, give it to God. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release this situation to God for healing and answers. So take a deep breath. You know, whenever you take a deep breath, it slows down. What is it? Your parasympathetic nervous system, I believe. So that's what I'm just really seeing. And that the reason why I'm getting like slowed down, like very just like slow jams, is because, you know, the Knight of Wands is one of the fastest moving knights, right? Along with the Knight of Swords, but this card came in reverse. So to me, the Knight of Wands in reverse, in regards to this question of like his overall theme, I'm just getting slow, not moving so quickly. So maybe the BPM, the beats per minute of the song, of a lot of the tracks in his album are going to be a little bit slower, is what I'm seeing, is just what I'm sensing as well, based off of the cards that came out. And it resonates a lot more, especially with this 10 of Swords that came out in reverse. You know, the 10 of Swords is ultimately one of the worst cards of the deck, if not the worst card of the deck, but it came out in reverse. So it's going to be focusing a lot on like maybe heavier topics, maybe some topics that Jungkook has really been wanting to talk about, or focus on, but he hasn't been able to up until this point. So he really wants to maybe focus on these heavier topics. And a lot of the time when you focus on heavier topics in music, they're going to be slower, and maybe, you know, the melodic lines, the melodies of them are going to be slower. There's going to be like more instrumental and stuff like that. So that's just kind of what I'm just getting the sense of, for sure. And with the Four of Wands here coming up in reverse, you know, the Four of Wands is all about stability, for sure. Let's see if I can get this a little bit more focused. There we go. So the Four of Wands normally is a very stable card, but this card also came in reverse for Jungkook's solo album. So I feel like it's going to focus on things that may be a little bit uncomfortable for him to talk about, or uncomfortable for people to discuss. You know, some of these are going to be heavier topics. It's just what I'm getting the sense of, again, with this take a deep breath. and on the exhale, release the situation. So it's going to be a lot of situations that Jungkook has been keeping to himself, but like he's finally going to be able to breathe, just release it all, and it's going to be great. So yeah, that's what I'm really seeing. Also, with this Four of Wands in reverse, talking about some instability or things not being stable. It could also just talk about like it's going to go from like slow to fast. Things are going to be, it's going to be, like this track will be slow and then the next one will be fast and then slow and fast. Something like that. Something that's going to keep you a little bit on guard. It's going to keep you on your toes. So it could either be that the topics are going to keep you on your toes and they might be slower, or it just is going to be that if you listen to the album, in order, it's going to be a journey that's going to be unstable. It's not going to like, each track isn't going to like slowly climb. It's going to go boop, 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 up, down, stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for that. Now, how is the public going to react to it? Let's see. How will the overall public react to Jungkook's solo album? We got the Two of Cups in reverse. It's going to be polarizing for sure. Two of Pentacles, yeah, very polarizing. All these twos. I'm saying all these twos, but 2 out of the 2 cards so far are twos. And then the Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's just going to be slower. People are going to notice that it's a slower album. Maybe not what people were expecting. Heightened intuition. I think Jungkook really is. I'm not familiar with the members of BTS, but based off of the cards that are coming up, I feel like Jungkook is probably one of the deeper philosophical members of the group, where he's always like wondering like why, or always looking for the deeper meaning of things. And it seems that he's going to want to have his audience, his fans, to have a heightened intuition. He's going to want a moonstone. Wow. And moon is all about your feelings. So I feel like Jungkook really wants to use his solo album as a way to have his fans not only connect with him, but connect with themselves for sure, with this heightened intuition, So I feel like the public is going to really do some self-reflecting when they're listening to Jungkook's album. It's going to be something that's going to really help them tap into their intuition and help them heighten their intuition. And because of that, I do feel like it's going to be polarizing. We got the Two of Cups here in reverse, and we got the Two of Pentacles here right side up. So twos always represent pairings, right? The Two of Pentacles is all about juggling things, and the Two of Cups normally talks about partnerships, but this is in reverse. So it's going to talk about like a separation. So I feel like the reaction is going for the public is that they're going to be noticing that this album is going to be mainly focused on heartbreak, separation, loss, and because of these hard topics, it's going to help his fans really become more in tune with their own sense of self, their own emotions, and it's going to heighten their emotional state amongst themselves. But again, with the reason why I feel like it's going to be polarizing, some people won't like it, and the reason why maybe some people won't like it is because maybe they're used to things being fast or like having to do a lot of things, and this album might be a little bit slower, or it might focus on just like a few certain topics that are heavier, and some people will enjoy it and some people will not. But again, with this Eight of Wands coming up here, You know, the Eight of Wands talks about fast movement. You can even see it here. Boom, 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 like this fast movement. But this came out in reverse. So I feel like the public is going to react to it in regards to thinking like, wow, it's really slow, or it's like overall it just seems more mellow. And some people will like it and some people will not like it. But that's kind of what I'm seeing. I have a tickle in my throat. So 1 second. Hmm. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing, how the public will react to it. Now let's finish off with just some quick advice for Jungkook and his solo album. We got the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah. Do your own thing, Jungkook. If this is what he wants to do, go for it. Ace of Wands. Yeah, for sure. Go for it. Do what you feel like doing. Don't think too heavily on other people and their opinions and worrying on their opinions. Multifaceted. Yeah. So, titanium rainbow quartz. It says here multifaceted. Multifaceted means, you know, we all have different layers, multiple like faces, multiple masks that we wear, right? So the advice for Jungkook is to really show his all these facets that he has, all of these sides to him, and maybe some people aren't expecting slower jams from him, but like if that's what he wants to do, he should go for it, especially with this Hierophant card in reverse. You know, the Hierophant talks about sticking to your moral ethics and traditional moral ethics, and I feel like he wants to go a little bit of an untraditional route, or maybe something that people won't expect out of him, something that might be a little bit rebellious or something different from him, and he should totally go for it with this Ace of Wands coming up as well. You know, the Ace of Wands is all about beginnings of businesses, beginnings of pursuits and ambitions and desires. So if this is something that he wants to desire to do, he should totally go for it. Show off that he is multifaceted, that yeah, he can do quick stuff, but maybe for this album he wants to do focus on doing heavier topics and maybe slower melodies, or using instruments that are like stringed instruments and that focus more on just evoking deep emotions out of the listener. So that's what I'm seeing for Jungkook's solo album. So that is very interesting. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you think of Jungkook. Like, what if you would be interested in hearing some like slower songs about him, you know, discussing like heartache, or, you know, heavier topics that really get you thinking, you know. So yeah, that's it for this video. Feel free to give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, or a thumbs down if you did not like the video. And yeah, remember to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and sexually. Love and respect yourselves and others, and stay hydrated. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye.